In just 1 year, King Argishti of Urartu claimed to have taken 52,675 people captive. And that's a lot of people for the desolate Anatolian mountains, and it still has demographic consequences today. This campaign was around 800 BCE against the Diowehi, a perennial thorn in Urartu's western flank. These were fast-moving warriors with very loose tribal structures who are a challenge for any centralized state to really take on. You couldn't rule them, you could just raid them as much as you could. But Argishti took a different approach. You see, he didn't fight battles and pursue nomadic warrior tribes. His strategy was to empty entire valleys of the settled farmers that the nomads had been preying on for centuries. These were captives, they were plunder, and they were forcibly resettled, but these farmers, these peasants, were the infrastructure that the Diowehi relied upon. They were moved into Urartian areas of control and placed near fortresses where they could be fed, taxed, and observed, and then they were also used to found whole new cities in the Armenian region like Erebuni and Argishtinili. For the relatively small kingdom of Urartu, this was a massive undertaking. Think about what it takes to absorb 50,000 people. You have to have food and canals and housing and armed patrols. You have to make these people productive and not want to be rebellious. And Urartu did all of that just to keep the Diowehi from preying on these farmers. And here's the thing, for centuries, until the modern Turks applied some cleansing to the whole region, the demographic consequences of this war in the 800s BC could be felt. Huge populations just became Armenian in the highlands, while the plundered part of Anatolia stayed underdeveloped persistently for a long time afterwards. All those foreigners in a land raises questions, though. Is the extra productivity worth the risk of disloyalty? Were the Urartians able to actually integrate these new imported people, or did their empire crumble under the weight of importation? You can hear the full story of what happened on the Oldest Stories podcast.